What's up, guys? Rare Spark here, and I'm coming at you with another episode of MyGM, the Warriors series. Obviously started off as the Trailblazers. If you didn't watch the recap video, please go watch that now. It's a few videos behind this one. It basically recaps what happened with the Trailblazers, how I got fired, and ended up trading a lot of the players to the Warriors team that I picked up as the GM. So as you see there's Buford, the guy I traded Steph Curry for. It was a big trade, and in this game he's going to prove to you guys why I traded Steph Curry for him. Now, just a reminder, he is a 6'11 small forward who is an 89 overall, bumped up to a 91 with the team chemistry boost, and on top of that he has A+ potential. This kid is a beast, and I felt like he could not be passed up on, and that's why I made the very tough decision to trade Steph Curry for him. But you guys will see him prove himself in this video. As you see, the 7'6" Thompson, Frank Thompson, he was a rookie that went undrafted and was actually in the free agent pool. And I was just looking for a big body to fill up the lane because we had a lot of issues early on in the season. This is probably like the 5th or 6th game of the season because I had a lot of issues with defense, and we needed a big body. As you see, McGee starting off the game with a nice dunk there, the and one dunk, and he gets the free throw to go. So we're up 3 early on to start off this game. But like I was trying to say, Frank Thompson was a 7'6" rookie who I needed a big body in the paint just to clog up the lane every so often. I decided to start him this game just to give him a trial and see how he does. As you see, he gets a nice block on Anthony Davis to start off his career, and he blocks him and sends it out of bounds. So like I said, we needed somebody who could just block some shots, clog up the lane sometimes when Chris Kaman and my other center is not in the game. So that's why we did that. We decided to bring him along and be our 3rd string center, but a lot of the time he starts because I need someone to, you know, clog the lane early on in the game so we can get a good lead. As you see, Buford's numbers from a previous game, not a bad game there as well. As you see, Tyshawn Taylor with the buzzer beater at the end of the 1st quarter. He is another free agent I decided to bring on to the team because we had to move what's his name? I apologize, I forgot his name real quickly. We had to move Reggie Jackson because for some reason he got hit with a glitch that made him 6'10", but he still had all his attributes, so it was kind of cheesy to me. So that's why we ended up moving him. As you see, a nice poster there on Tyreke Evans by Sam Buford. Let's see it one more time in slow motion, dunking it home on top of him. He gets to the free throw line as well with that and one, and we are up 9 early on in the 2nd quarter. Buford again running the offense here, trying to get into the lane. He gets by Anderson Varejao, lays it in, and this dude is a beast. He can shoot the 3. He also, oh, let's see this crossover one more time. Oh, where are you going, Drew Holiday? Nice crossover by McGee, pulls the 3 in his face, gets it to go, adds an insult to injury with that one. Bradford McGee is a beast. Buford running the tallest pick and roll ever known in the NBA, a 6'11 small forward running a pick and roll with a 7'6 big man. So just a funny play there. I had to keep it in there. Probably the tallest pick and roll the NBA has ever seen. Buford pulling the 3, getting it to go. Like I said, he can shoot as well, so that's what makes him very high potential. He has Kevin Durant-like potential in terms of scoring, but he also, as you see, he has a big body. He's not weak like Kevin Durant. Well, not that Kevin Durant's weak, but he doesn't have that small frame like Kevin Durant. So just a crazy athletic beast, and I think he's going to be a superstar for this MyGM mode, and that's why I had to pick him up and make the tough decision to trade Stephen Curry for him, but it ended up working out, and I think he's going to end up being the star of this team for a very, very long time. And as you see, he's starting to take over the game. He's getting N1s. He's getting to the free throw line. He's just taking over the game and just making good offensive plays. He's not just a scorer as well. He can rebound the ball, and he also makes a lot of block shots. He gets a lot of the majority of the blocks for this team. Eric Gordon with the time winding down, gets a nice floater off, gets it to go. And just a tough play from Eric Gordon. Good play from him, and he has 10 points in the 3rd quarter. So we're holding him to a low scoring amount today, which is good. But as you see, Bradford McGee, excuse me, kicking it out to Ryan Anderson for the 3. Just a good game from him. Kenny Horton, another newcomer. We were able to move a couple pieces to get him. I had to trade the rookie from the Kings. I forgot his name. I apologize offhand. Ben McLemore. There we go. I had to move Ben McLemore to get Kenny Horton. It was a tough trade to make, but I felt like Kenny Horton was a better overall player. I was looking at the ratings and stuff like that, and I feel like he's going to be a good player for this team. Probably the second option to Sam Buford once he pans out. He's not bad right now, but in a few more years he's going to be even more of a beast. He's kind of short. He reminds me, he really looks like Steph Curry, so I didn't realize that trading for him, but the more I play with him, I think he really does look like Stephen Curry. If he was wearing 30 right now, you guys probably couldn't tell that that wasn't Stephen Curry. So, you know, it's not a bad pickup for me, and I think he's going to be a good player. He does shoot the three well. He does run the offense well. He can also do a little bit of a post-up game with a post fade and stuff like that, which he does knock down fairly frequently. Buford for the three in the corner, gets it to go. And we were up large in this game. This game was not close, I'll be honest with you guys. But I just wanted to show you the abilities of Sam Buford and the rest of the guys that I traded for in this series, just so you guys believe me when I tell you that, you know, I made these big trades and you're like, wow, why did you trade Steph Curry? Well, this is why. Sam Buford is a guy that can take over the game just as well as Stephen Curry. The only difference is he's 6'11", and he, you know, plays better defense than Steph Curry. He's a lockdown defender in my opinion. I never really put him on the greatest offensive player just yet, but I feel like he has lockdown potential. 6'11", can move well, and he has good on-ball defensive rating. So I feel like he's a player that can really lock down the defense. I mean, look at this. A 6'11" guy bringing the ball up the court, dribbling around, trying to get open, trying to get by Tyreke Evans, posting up, going for that post fade. Can't get it to go. Thompson with the rebound, lays it in. Frank Thompson is a beast. He is 7'6", and he's only a 58 overall, but that size, just that big mass, just allows him to be a good player, and that's why I signed him. I felt like he could be a good player and a good addition to the team, because right now our centers weren't really over 7 feet tall, so we needed just a big body who was good at defense, and that's what Thompson does. He clogs the lane. He's not the greatest rebounder, so a lot of the times teams will out-rebound us when he's on the court, so I try to put him next to a good rebounder. So that's another thing. I try to put him next to McLeod. He's a good rebounder. Sometimes I'll put him out there with Bargnani, so that's where the rebounding struggles come from. And as you see, Andrews Varejao taking over the game with those rebounds, and it made it tough for him. But if you need a big body, a big clog lane guy, look for a rookie that's 7'6". That's what I did. I was able to get him. There's a couple other options out there, 7'2" rookie, but I figured I'd go with the biggest body because, you know, it's kind of crazy. And I'll be honest, it's a little cheesy, the 7'6" dude, but with his low rating, he's not overpowering. He just does what he does. I mean, a 58 overall other center who is shorter probably wouldn't have as big of an impact, but at the same time, if he was higher rated, it would be even more cheesy. This was another backup point guard I picked up. I picked him up for Reggie Jackson because, like I said, Reggie Jackson was 6'10". It was kind of cheesy to have a 6'10" point guard. So I was able to pick up Tate, and he's not a bad player either. He plays some hefty defense. He has good ball handling. Not the greatest shooter. He can shoot the three occasionally, but not a knockdown three. He kind of reminds me of Derek Fisher in a way, and not just because he's bald, just because he plays good defense. And Derek Fisher was known for his defense in his prime, not nowadays. Now he's not the greatest defender, but in his prime he was a good defender. Tyshawn Taylor trying to get open, dribbling around. He's got Aaron Varejao on him. He finds McLeod in the paint. McLeod showing why he was a lottery pick back in the day. He's not, you know, he's not that guy that I always try to feed the ball to, but he's definitely somebody that has a good post game. He's a great defender, and he's a good role player off the bench. Will he be something more in the future? I don't know. But as you see, he gives up the bucket there, unfortunately. But like I said, McLeod is another player you have to keep your eye on. He's a good role player off the bench. I could see him making an even bigger impact because, like I said, he's a good rebounder and he's a good defender. So Frank Thompson with the J at the end of the game. We end up blowing the Pelicans out there, but it wasn't a close game. 59-87. Frank the Tank, as I like to call him, with the game winner, I guess you could say, at the end of the game with the buzzer beater. But Sam Buford, Jordan player of the game, with nice stats there. 22 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks. A good overall game. And keep in mind, I'm not playing 12-minute quarters, so that 3 assists, 3 rebounds is a good number for him to have. That's probably around a 6, maybe 5 assist, 5 rebound game in a normal 12-minute game. But I'll leave you guys with the highlights. And I hope you guys enjoy this series. I look to bring more of it soon. It's a lot longer to edit, so that's why the videos are coming out a little bit slower than I would like. But Keep an eye on this channel for more MyGM Warrior series. Keep an eye on Sam Buford. He is going to be a beast for this team, and I look forward to continuing the story in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and just a reminder, you can follow me on Twitter at RareSparkNBA. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. RareSpark out.